Welcome back to another video. Today, let's get ready to train glutes. Let's go. Okay, so before I start the exercises, I'm going to do a little bit of a warm-up with a resistance band, just about 3 to few movements, some glute bridges, abductions, donkey kicks with a resistance band to get the glutes all nice and warm, and then we get started. If you find you have a hard time feeling your glutes when you do certain movements, start with this. My butt is burning. And now we're going to start with hip thrusts. Okay, so when you're doing hip thrusts, you want to progressively overload. I've been trying every week to go up a little bit more at the end of my sets. So I started at 135, I'm now going 185. My goal today is to go to probably 215. So don't be afraid to go heavier. This is just protection from the heavy bar. Don't be afraid to push the weight and increase your strength. I've been increasing my numbers in terms of weight, but keeping my reps at 10. Okay, now we're moving on to exercise number 2. We're going to do some barbell back squats. Because when you're training glutes, you need hip thrusts and you need squats. So those are the 2 main moves of today's lift. Barbell back squats and hip thrusts. Let's go. I really feel my squats in my quads a lot. And today I'm training glutes. But the research does favor a lot of gluteal enhancement when you do squats. In addition with hip thrusts, that's why it's part of my glute day. But squats work your entire leg. I really feel it in my quads. But I still do it on glute day. On to round 3. As squats is one of my favorite lifts for today, I also increased this weight with every round. So I started at 105, I went up by 10, then I went up by 5. And I kept that for 2. And I think the pump is real. Okay, I realize I'm showing a little bit too much. Okay, so I've done my main movements, which was the hip thrust and the barbell squats. So now you're going to focus on accessory moves. Now, when you're focusing on glutes, we always focus on maximus. I mean, that's the biggest part of the glutes, so for sure. But we also need to work on the other parts of the glutes, the medius and the minimus. So I'm going to do a superset of narrow squats and curtsy lunges, which is going to focus on the minimus and the medius. Ooh. Okay, now we're moving on to sumo squats. I'm going to do the sumo squats deficit. You see I have the plate set up on the floor. We're going to do it deficit because I want to have a little bit more range. I'm using a kettlebell, so it's kind of easy for the kettlebell to touch the floor. So I've put some weight plates down just to give me a little bit more height so we can do the sumo squats. Just to elevate myself a little bit more. Grab the kettlebell and squat. Okay, we're coming to the end. Just 2 more movements where I'm just going to keep the weight the same for all 4 rounds. I did 4 rounds for all the exercises in today's workout. So now we're doing Bulgarian split squats. You know, you sit on the bench so you can extend your leg to see where the distance you want between the bench and your stabled foot. So here is where we're going to stay. Grab the weight. The other leg goes up behind you. I'm going to have a forward lean to focus on the glutes, down and up. Our last movement, dumbbell deadlifts. Let's get it. I'm using 40 pounds. Hinge, push back, let the weights run down close to your legs and up and squeeze. I'm sorry I cannot share my music with you, but the music sometimes keeps you going when the movements are hard. Now when I'm doing the same movement higher up in my workout, when I'm prioritizing it a little bit more, I would usually go into a deficit to have a nice stretch in my hamstrings. It's my last movement. I'm not prioritizing the stretch, but the hinge and really pushing my glutes back. I just want to get a burn, so I'm just going to be going, constant tension, squeeze at the top, right down, not holding it for any length of time because it's my last movement. I'm fatigued and I just want to have a nice burn in my glutes. Hey, maybe the pump is real and I'll have bigger glutes at the end of this workout. We shall see. But I'm keeping the weight at 40, just going for the pump, going for 4 rounds, and then we are done. And that brings us to the end of our glute workout. Did it grow? Did it grow? Hey, the pump is real, y'all. So now I'm going to do some stretching and some abs because I'm doing a little ab challenge video which you will see at the end of the month. So now some stretching and abs. And I wish you all a great day.
And as always, decide on what you want, commit to it, and you will be successful. Bye.